I no filter. I'm very outgoing and very bubbly.
Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Some of the 90 Day Fiancé couples have stolen our hearts, while others have left us restless with their childish attitude. Nonetheless, we all often think about what became of our favorite couples from 90 Day Fiancé. So in today's videos, we'll see what they've been up to since leaving the show. Let's roll. Colt and Larissa.
Larissa lives in Brazil and she's 31 years old. It wasn't long before I decided I really wanted to meet her in person.
From beginning to end, Larissa and Colt had an odd relationship. They met online, and Colt proposed to Larissa after spending only 11 days with her in Mexico and Brazil. They got married and lived at Colt's mother's Las Vegas home for a while, but after Larissa was charged with domestic abuse, they broke up after 6 months of their marriage. Following that, Colt finally began dating another lady named Vanessa. Larissa chose to stay in the United States and had a $72,000 full-body makeover. She now works as a producer of adult content. Chelsea and Ymir.
So I thought we could go to the county fair, La Feria.
Chelsea met Ymir in Nicaragua while volunteering, and the two instantly fell head over heels for each other. Despite being married, Ymir moved to Chicago to pursue his music career, causing a breach that eventually led to their divorce. Chelsea has been living a relatively low-key lifestyle since their divorce in 2017, but she did appear in a 90 Day Bears All segment and came out about her bisexuality, while Ymir continues to pursue his music in Chicago. Alan and Kirliam Cox.
Life in America is different from life in Brazil, obviously, but I think I did good, right? What do you think? I don't know.
Alan met Kirliam while she was 11 years old while on a Mormon mission trip in Brazil. They got back in touch at a wedding a decade later and fell in love. Kirliam, who was 21 at the time of the show's premiere, relocated to Los Angeles to marry Alan, who was 29 at the time. Kirliam expressed an interest in modeling, but Alan was not keen on it. They eventually put their differences aside and got married in 2016. The couple now has 2 boys, Liam and Enzo, and are still married together. They live in North Carolina and often post happy family images on Instagram. Kyle and Noon.
My heart is racing. The build-up to this has been for so long.
After 5 years of being together, Kyle and Noon Huckabee are blissfully married. The two are sickeningly adorable, but they had financial difficulties during their time on the show. Kyle had to work 2 jobs to make ends meet and afford a rental apartment. Now it appears that they're ready to take the next step and are working on cameos to save money for their first home together. Russ and Paula Mayfield.
I'm here because Caroline promised me a lot of stuff.
Russ first met Paula while working in Colombia. They got married in 2013 after appearing on the show. Paula struggled to adjust to life in Oklahoma City, but the couple stayed together and had their son, Axel, in 2019. Recently, though, Paula had tweeted some cryptic remarks referring to the possibility that the marriage was on the verge of breaking up. Well, we wish the couple the best of luck, but whatever will happen, we will see.
Oh my God, this is awesome!
How do you feel?
Blown!
Anfisa and Jorge.
Hey.
What?
Where are you going?
I'm going to get my wallet.
Bring me my red back with my makeup!
Anfisa is a guest star who has been the most outspoken about her desire for money. She insisted on Jorge buying her expensive dresses and cars. Anfisa even admitted that she was just with Jorge for his money. Surprisingly, the couple did eventually marry and are still together. However, Jorge was charged with drug possession in February 2018 when he was busted with 300 pounds of marijuana in his car. He went to prison for 2.5 years in September of the following year. Quite surprisingly, Anfisa has been supportive throughout the entire process. It looks like they will not be splitting up anytime soon, but only time will tell whether our confidence is wrong or not. Azan and Nicole.
Last time I was here, he would tell me to shut up or say something mean and rude.
From the start, Azan and Nicole had a tense relationship. They began arguing about Azan's culture just as soon as Nicole stepped off the plane, and to make matters worse, they were both cheating on each other. Nicole's mother was outspoken in her opposition to the relationship, and she was unable to secure the sponsorship required to bring Azan to the United States. Till October of 2020, the pair was still together and engaged. Less than 1 year later, however, it was revealed that their relationship was officially over, and they both have decided to go their separate ways. Nikki and Mark.
I'm excited. The next 90 days will be wonderful.
I feel super duper happy, and I feel super duper complete. Yeah.
These two were the poster couple for the show's creepiness. 58-year-old Mark Shoemaker met 19-year-old Nikki on an internet dating site and had her shipped to the United States. He came out to be a control freak throughout the show, but Mark was so displeased with his representation on the show that he decided to sue the studio. In May 2017, the judge threw out the case, indicating that the law was not on his side. Coming back to the couple, well, there's very little online evidence of the two. They both removed all of their social media accounts and vanished into thin air. Elizabeth and Andre.
So immature to me.
Why are you really getting so upset though? Is it because he's gonna be upset?
Elizabeth and Andre were easily the most likable couple of season 5. Given how stiff and controlling Andre came across in their episode, Elizabeth still said yes to Andre's proposal, but her family remained very vocal in their disapproval of the quick engagement. Nevertheless, the two were married at the end of their episode in a beautiful outdoor ceremony. And just over a year later, Elizabeth gave birth to their first child, Eleanor, on January 23, 2019, proving that their love is still going strong. Ashley and Jay.
Can you stop the game?
Well, you weren't saying nothing. I thought
you pay zero attention to me, you know that, right?
From the start, Ashley and Jay raised red flags. Jay was accused of having multiple infidelities, and the couple split up in 2020 before eventually divorcing a year later. Although they are not on speaking terms, they appear to be getting along in their lives. Ashley is dating another man, but she has refused to reveal his identity on social media. Jay is now the owner of a tattoo parlor that the couple opened shortly before their divorce, and he appears to be doing well. Danielle Mullins and Mohammed Jabali.
Something like that should never be said to a woman. I need to hear you say sorry.
Mullins and Jabali met online, and Jabali moved from Tunisia to Ohio to start their romance. They got married in 2014. During the episode, they fought regularly, and Mullins threatened to deport Jabali. The couple ended up getting divorced in 2017 and went years without speaking. Mullins said she and Jabali have mended their connection while appearing on the spin-off 90 Day The Single Life. Mullins now uses social media to share her single life with her children. Danny and Amy Frischmuth.
I mean, and we're ready for it, so.
Yeah. I think we know how to handle it.
These season 2 lovebirds met on a Bible study vacation to Australia and got engaged immediately. Danny and Amy are largely viewed as one of the franchise's most genuine couples, but Daniel's father's opinions on interracial marriage were the largest obstacle during their time on the show. His concerns were kindly dismissed by Danny and Amy. Amy said she had been working with her father-in-law to strengthen their connection in the 90 Day Fiancé Tell-All. The rest of the family, on the other hand, appears to get along swimmingly with Amy at this point. Lauren and Alexi.
Alex, you need to move your parents aside, please. I want to do one with my parents first.
Lauren and Alexi weren't as crazy as some other couples, but they weren't flawless either. They had their conflicts during their time on the show. Alexi and his family were concerned about their future grandchildren because of Lauren's Tourette's syndrome. Lauren and Alexi even fought on the day of their wedding. They are, however, still together. Alexi's mother has expressed an interest in moving to the United States, but it does not appear that this will happen anytime soon. And with no word of pregnancy, it appears that these two lovebirds will be on their own for the time being. Devar and Melanie.
They've heard about him probably nonstop for the past 16 months.
Melanie and Devar had to cope with difficulties from all sides throughout their time on the show. Melanie's sister was skeptical about Devar and the thousands of dollars Melanie had spent visiting him, and Melanie herself didn't want to keep passing over cash to one of Devar's unemployed sisters in Jamaica. But they've kept it going, and they had another rocky patch while Devar was learning to be a commercial driver. But now they've started a family of their own and have a young daughter named Ava. When Melanie was missing from Devar's social media, fans assumed they'd split up, but they quickly cleared the air. Josh and Alexandra.
I'll make sure the door's open for you, okay?
So you think if I will come to scripture studying every morning, your family will believe that I'm not just saying that I'm Mormon, but...
Josh was on his Mormon mission to the Czech Republic when he met Alexandra, a Russian girl attending college in Prague. They instantly fell in love, and she moved to the United States in 2015 to be with him and even converted to Mormonism. Everyone suspected her sincerity at first, but they proved the doubters wrong by having a daughter, Kaya, in 2016. The small family now lives together in Australia while Josh attends medical school. Molly and Louise.
You're not calling the cops, dude. Stop it. I signed on to have a partner, a husband. But that's not how it was.
The only person mad is you.
Molly and Louise were a notoriously difficult couple that appeared on the show. Louise was a Dominican Republic native, and he despised being in Georgia. He even had trouble getting along with Molly's children, but they still got married. The couple parted ways in 2018, and Louise remarried a brief 5 months later. Molly has kept her place as a 90-Day Fiancé regular thanks to appearances on The Single Life, but fans are still unsure if she's seeing anyone right now, given her track record of finding love online. Aziza and Mike.
Depois de ver o Mike conversando com aquelas mulheres.
Aziza and Mike had a 10-year age difference. They met on a language website because they were both trying to learn the other's language. During their time on the show, they got into only a few arguments, such as over Aziza's desire for a grand wedding and refusal to sleep with her soon-to-be husband. But she pushed her problems aside, and the couple got married and announced that they were expecting a child in 2018. They welcomed their daughter Olivia and are still together. Jonathan and Fernanda.
I'm excited about that. I'm all about meeting new people.
We will go on a lot of dates in Miami.
Fernanda, a Mexican native, moved to North Carolina in 2018 to be with Jonathan, who was more than 10 years older. The couple got married, but their marriage swiftly fell apart, and they divorced after less than a year. Jonathan has kept a low profile after the split, though it is said that he is currently in another relationship. Fernanda, on the other hand, has been dating a high-profile man named Clay Harbor, the star of The Bachelorette, who is also 10 years older than her. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.